Before the mothership landed, before the wild costumes, before Parliament-Funkadelic became a global force, there was a small group hustling their way through the streets of Plainsville, New Jersey. And at the heart of that group was a young singer with a gritty voice and unstoppable drive and a vision for what funk could one day become. In the beginning, there was no mothership, no mythology, no blazing guitars or booming bass lines, just harmony, hustle, and a group of young dreamers trying to break it into the music industry. This man was the glue, one of the first voices. This man was the glue, one of the first voices, one of the first writers, and most importantly, one of the first believers in George Clinton's vision. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Fuzzy Haskins. Now, if you guys love my videos and love supporting me, then I suggest you become a member of the channel where I will be releasing exclusive videos just for you all. Be sure to get that family tier so you won't miss out on these exclusive perks. If you guys would love to connect with me outside of YouTube, then I am officially announcing that I am on Discord. Here, you can provide me with feedback on my recent uploads. You could drop your suggestions for future videos, or if you just want to chat it up about videos or about music in general, or just about anything, we could do it here. We could do it together. I hope to see you there. The link is in the description below. Now, before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. Long before the world danced to funk rhythms and before the mothership took flight, the story of Parliament-Funkadelic began in the quiet working class neighborhoods of Plainsville, New Jersey. Here in the 40s and 50s lived a boy that was named Clarence Eugene Fuzzy Haskins. Born on June 8, 1941, from a young age, music was Fuzzy's anchor. Church melodies, doo-wop harmonies, and soul rhythms that floated through the neighborhood's windows. He wasn't formally trained. His voice came from an instinct, heart, and the streets that surrounded him. When he joined a young George Clinton in a group of harmonizing teenagers that didn't know it then, but they was building something that would soon change the musical world, and they called themselves the Parliaments. In the early 60s, the Parliaments was just 5 young men chasing a dream. They rehearsed in barbershops, street corners, and anywhere that had an echo. Their sound was smooth, soulful, and built on tight vocal harmonies. Fuzzy wasn't just a singer, he was a critical piece in the group's chemistry. His gritty vocal tone added edge, his dedication held rehearsals together, and his presence brought unity to the group. But the road to success was difficult. The Parliaments faced label issues, financial struggles, and an evolving music industry. Still, they never stopped grinding. Their first major hit came in 1967 with the song I Want to Testify. But behind the scenes, legal complications left the group unable to use their own name. This problem will lead to an artistic rebirth. Unable to be recorded as the Parliaments, George Clinton took the group into a broader territory, experimenting with rock, soul blues, and psychedelic sounds. The musicians who had backed the group merged with the vocalists, forming a new Revolution collective. And now they call themselves Funkadelic. Fuzzy's roles shifted dramatically. No longer just a harmony singer, he became a psionic force and Funkadelic's new identity, contributing vocals, songwriting, stage presence, and energy that helped define this wild, boundary-pushing group. His vocals was raw, emotional, and spiritual, perfect for the gritty, psychedelic edge that Funkadelic embraced. Fuzzy contributes standout vocal moments to early Funkadelic releases. Songs with his soulful grit guided the emotional core. On songs like I Got a Thing, You Got a Thing, Everybody Got a Thing, Can You Get to That? I Want to Know If It's Good to You. And I Bet You all carried the essence of his voice and presence. He brought church heat, street edge, and emotional weight, balancing the experimental chaos around him. When Funkadelic explored with the psychedelic side of black music, another branch of the family tree emerged, slicker, horn heavy, and ready for the mainstream. This was Parliament, the revamped, re-envisioned version of the original group. Fuzzy's voice blended seamlessly into Parliament's harmonies, bringing depth to tracks like Chocolate City,
All Up Around Your Neck. Hey, CC. They say you jive and game and
Up for the Downstroke, and P-Funk.
I dig me. Once upon a time called now. Somebody says that funk out.
His vocal tone was warm, textured, and gospel rooted, adding soul to the futuristic funk that Parliament unleashed on the world. On stage, Fuzzy was electric, wearing furry vests, stage-age outfits, and costumes that looked like they came from another dimension. He helped shape P-Funk mythology. He wasn't loud or flamboyant in interviews, but live he was a fire starter, dancing, singing, and interactive with the crowd. His stage persona exemplified the P-Funk universe, contributing to the high energy shows that defined the 70s funk explosion. Despite the success, tensions eventually resurfaced. Differences in artistic directions, business challenges, and personal beliefs led Fuzzy to step away from Parliament Funkadelic in the mid-70s. He turned inward towards spirituality, clarity, and music with a purpose. In 1976, he released his solo album, A Whole Nother Thing. Unlike the cosmic chaos of P-Funk, Fuzzy's solo work was earthy, soulful, and deeply personal. Songs like Cookie Jar, The Fuzz, and The Boo showed that even outside P-Funk, his creativity burned light. Before fully parting ways, Fuzzy returned for one last notable chapter with Parliament, contributing to the 1979 album Glory Holla Stupid. His voice still carried the unmistakable spirit of early P-Funk, warm, gritty, and essential. Even as the group evolved, his influence remained a foundational layer of the sound. Throughout the 80s and 90s, Fuzzy lived a quieter life. He focused on family, faith, and personal growth, sometimes performing, sometimes teaching, and often reflecting on a wild journey that helped shape American music. He wasn't forgotten. Funk musicians, collectors, and fans consider him a cornerstone of the movement, a voice that made P-Funk human long before it became cosmic. Sadly, on March 16th, 2023, we lost a legend. Fuzzy passed away at the age of 81. His departure marked the loss of one of the earliest architects of Parliament-Funkadelic, a man who shaped the foundation of a musical universe long before the world recognized his brilliance. He wasn't always the loudest member, he wasn't always in the spotlight, but without him, the foundation would not stand. Fuzzy left behind something pure, powerful, and essential, a voice that gave P-Funk its soul before it arrived. He helped build the sound, he helped shape the harmonies, and he helped guide the spirit. From doo-wop beginnings to psychedelic transformation, from a harmony singer to a funk innovator, Fuzzy carved a path that no one could walk. And though history sometimes forget the quiet pioneers, the music never does. Fuzzy lives on in the grooves, the chants, the harmonies, and the endless funk that still moves the world. Now, before we go, I have a few questions for you all. What is your favorite song that Fuzzy sang on? Also, would you like for me to do a video on Funkadelic and Parliament? Let me know in the comments below.